What's up, everybody? We are back. John Delarose here at delarose.com. That's DELARROZ.com. You can head to my newsletter for a offer that never will sell out. In that, if you sign up, you will get a free graphic novel from me. It's a great deal. I think you'll love it. So please do so. Grab the graphic novel. Never miss a video here where we are talking about awesome comics, sci-fi, fun things like that. All right, today's topic is one I was actually watching a stream with the Omnibus collector Riley and the Uncanny Omar from Near Mint Condition, and they were talking about why omnibuses, collected editions, and all that are selling out at a rapid pace. And of course, there's a few reasons for things that are going down. If you look here, not available, Green Lantern Volume 1. Really annoying because I have Green Lanterns Volume 2 and 3. Now, this one isn't that bad of a sellout yet because this was printed pre-COVID, so there was a lot more of them in distribution. So I can get it on Amazon or whatever. I just haven't done it yet. But In Stock Trades is selling out of their omnibuses and collected editions really fast. You almost have to log on immediately as the new books go on sale every week in order to pick up whatever you're getting. This week, for instance, I missed the Thanos Infinity Saga just because I was really busy with work and I couldn't get online. You can get this version, but there's a different cover, which is a much nicer cover, and that sold out so fast I couldn't even get to it. And there's a couple other things that have sold out over time. Now, of course, there's a few reasons for this. One, I think omnibus and exclusive hardcover collecting has gone through the roof over the last couple of years. There's a whole YouTube ecosystem now talking about all these books, constantly hyping them up right before the sales and as the sales come out. So people just go on and just like binge all of these things. It's a better way to read comics, honestly. That's why I pretty much only read comics in this format, because the single issue really isn't a story anymore, and even trade paperbacks aren't providing full stories anymore. These writers are actually writing to their giant epic arcs to try to create these sweeping sagas and make definitive runs on the characters. So they do actually write towards this, and it lends itself towards this format a lot better. Number two, I mean, the presentation is just so much nicer. With these hardcover omnibuses, you get oversized art, you get the hardcover. It's a good experience, reading these sorts of things. But COVID has really cut down the production. When things shut down at the end of last year, Marvel and DC were unable to make their prints for a bit, and they had to go to temporary printers where they actually, printed short runs of these books. That started fueling a sort of scarcity mindset in the collectors because the books would sell out so fast. I remember a lot of people were unable to get the Wolverine omnibus that came out, and other things like that. And so that scarcity mentality made people start signing up on in-stock trades immediately as things come out. And then it became a habit for people over the course of COVID. Now, I don't know that things have returned to normal. I still think that these print runs are probably a little lower than they were before, or the distribution isn't quite as good. So that, these companies are not getting them from Diamond as well over the course of things, and they tend to show up and be doing these restocks later on, but the restocks sell out as well. So I think the market has also increased for them. And again, I think part of it is just because of COVID. People are bored and reading a lot more. Number two, of course, like I said, the demand for this type of product has gone up compared to single issues and things like that. But number three is people really want to read the classic stories. As people are discovering this stuff like the Epic collections, because the Epic collections have all this awesome content that is from the 60s and 70s and 80s when comics were truly great all the way around. People start to read those and they go, gee, I just want to read more of this stuff. And so when Marvel and DC reprint some of this older stuff, people go, okay, I really do love this and I want more. And so people are rediscovering these old books that, they weren't able to obtain before, or were only able to obtain in sort of kind of lame formats. And it's just created this brand new market that's exploding, and too many people are in on it. And unfortunately, Marvel and DC have not increased their print runs and not given the resources to their distribution to keep up with the brand new demand. And I think this is going to continue because honestly, why would you read some, lousy current modern comic, that's coming out on the shelves, that really doesn't speak to the characters you're interested in, speak to the storylines that you like, and is going to be filled with some crazy social agenda that might not agree with, and you might really not want to have in your escapism entertainment, when you could just read Green Lantern by Jeff Johns. I mean, it's way more fun. It was better. The art's better. The storytelling's better. It's just hands down something that people want. So I don't know what they're going to have to do about this. Obviously, they're going to have to up their production at some point. But right now, there is a crisis for several of these volumes, and they're getting hard to find. I'd say even among some newer stuff, the stuff that is rare and good, like Absolute Carnage by Donny Cates, is hard to find right out the gate. But stuff is really selling out. I remember Silver Surfer sold out real quick, was really hard, and that's of course because it's Stan Lee and John Buscema. John Byrne's She-Hulk sold out really quick. There's a couple people selling those. You can find those still, but these are selling out so fast, and it's because the quality of work, the quality of product is just leaps and bounds above anything modern. So I'm continuing to collect, and I'm trying to take precautions in order to not miss out on things and get screwed by out of print stuff going forward. There's still a few things I'm missing, and I'm trying to track down. And I don't want to talk about those because I don't want to increase the demand on those. But I've got most of what I'm looking for, and the stuff that's coming out. There's some beautiful stuff coming out very soon. I am making sure to pre-order through my local comic shop and make sure I can get that, rather than try my luck on stuff like this. All right, everybody. Is there anything you're missing? I'd love to hear from you and hear about your gripes on what's out of print and what you would like to find. But I don't really see a quick solution coming to this stuff. I think it's going to be a supply and demand issue, and I think the demand's only getting greater from here on out. Hit that like and subscribe button. We will be back soon.